Environmental activists in Portland, Oregon ended their protest on Friday against a Shell icebreaker ship called the Fennica. The ship was held up at a port when it arrived on July 25th for repairs to its hull. A number of activists from local groups surrounded the ship in kayaks, after which Greenpeace members joined in, dangling from ropes off of the St. John Bridge. Eventually, port authorities arrested some of the activists. The Fennica is headed to the Arctic to break up ice in the Chukchi Sea that many worry will destroy a fragile natural environment and also fuel climate change. The groups involved were from the Portland Area Climate Action Coalition, including 350 PDX, Portland Rising Tide, and the Sustainable Energy and Economy Network, and they were supported by Greenpeace. Shell spokesperson Megan Baldino responded to the protest saying, quote, "We respect the rights of individuals and groups to express their opinion. All we ask is that they do so within the confines of the law and maintain safety as their first priority. Safety is paramount." Joining me now to talk about what happened last week and what may follow next is Daphne Wysham. She is the director of the Climate and Energy Program at the Center for Sustainable Economy. Welcome to Uprising, Daphne.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks so much for joining us. Well, can you give us a timeline of what happened on July 24th, 25th-ish? Local activists got wind that this ship, the Fennica, which is supposed to essentially break the ice in the Arctic, that this ship was coming through to the port for repairs, and so you organized very quickly to block it?
Yeah, well, the backstory on all of this is that we have been mobilizing here in the Portland area since last fall. The largest pipeline company in the Canadian tar sands, they are called Pembina Pipeline Corporation, wanted to build a propane terminal in downtown Portland. And that was one of the reasons why the Climate Action Coalition formed. We were outraged that a tar sands company wanted to turn the greenest city in America into an export origin for their propane. So we took on the mayor, who initially embraced this proposal. It was the single largest business proposal in Portland history, and we got him to reverse it. And after that, we were fairly well organized in our direct action, our nonviolent civil disobedience. We found that that was what worked the best in getting the attention of both the mayor and the media. And so when the Fennica came to town, we mobilized all those people who had already had plenty of practice in working together. And we decided we were inspired by the so-called kayaktivists up in Seattle who had taken on the Polar Explorer in Seattle with their kayaks. And so we decided to do the same thing on the Willamette River. And we mobilized dozens, perhaps hundreds of kayakers out on the river. And then at 3 in the morning, much to our surprise, the Greenpeace climbers descended from the St. John's Bridge and joined us by air. So we had effectively both a water and an air blockade of the Fennica. And when it tried to head out to sea, it could not do so.